Welcome to GTAAP.
GTAAP.
Yeah, the Max being sulky over here. So, in an effort to give you a full week's worth of mobile games.
Because we looked on my phone, I don't have any.
No, he doesn't have any, which is weird to me that you don't have any.
I have the Pinball Arcade. And that one lock-breaking game for my watch.
But we're going to take a quick look into WWE Super Card.
Now, this is one of the ones I know that's all about you feeding cards to other cards to make more powerful cards.
Yes, exactly. Oh, there's a lot of stuff going on here, so... they changed some stuff. It's been a while since I've logged into this, actually.
That's a good thing for me to know if I'm gonna like a game or not.
What's that?
How many notifications does it need to put in front of me before I start? Because if it's just a normal game, there's probably not a lot you need to tell me.
Oh, they changed a lot of stuff in here. Sorry, I haven't
fresh, real.
I haven't logged onto this one for a little while because I fell away from it for a little bit.
Well, you're playing the other one, right? The one that's the puzzle game.
I was playing that one. That one's. You think that the gambling free to start thing ticks you off about the other games? That game would turn you into a red hot rage.
I think the funny thing about it is, like, there's a lot of talk that here in the U.S. we might finally get at least some regulation on this. Because places like Korea and I think Japan as well, you can't sell blind boxes without revealing the percentages now.
Oh, okay.
And so there's some regulation like that because it's a fairly known practice that, like, here, like in the States where it's not regulated, like, a blind box is based on percentages of how much you play. Mm-hmm. If you play a lot, your percentages go down. If you don't play all that often, your percentages go up. Because they want you to think you're a winner. It literally is casino mechanics.
Yeah.
Like,
so the way this game plays is
who's your avatar there?
That is Nasty Boy Brian Knobs. I did not get to choose.
Oh, okay.
So they give you FEMA, solo, and speed is the main thing that we're fighting for. So
okay,
I'm
so
going
you have to play female wrestlers. Wrestlords.
Exactly. And
so we've got Paige versus Natalia?
Natalia, yes.
Oh god, they actually come out. That's really funny. They come out as cards. That's hilarious.
I don't know what the yellow arrow is, sorry, so I don't know how to get rid of that.
Looks like a 5%?
I don't know.
Wait, the cards do all the moves? Is it just sort of... Okay, is it sort of generic, or is it like...
It's sort of generic. So, like, some of the really high-level cards... Oh, Lord. Some of the really high-level cards will actually have specific moves that they'll do. So, like, Roman Reigns may do his spear.
Oh, so do you have the power of the business behind you on this?
Not specifically. There's not, like, a storyline to this.
Well, I'm just saying Roman Reigns they want him to succeed.
They want him to succeed. Yeah, see, you're learning a little bit about wrestling.
We talked about that on the Pokemon thing last week, yeah. And that's the Miz. You should win, right?
I don't know, actually, because... So, the reason why I kind of fell away from this game a little bit is very much like one of the reasons you don't like the other games. And we can speed up those if you don't want to watch all of them.
No, that's okay. I think this is important.
That's Ric Flair out there. The reason why I don't like some of these are the characters you get just from logging in daily end up being your best cards.
Well, yeah, because they want engagement.
Yeah, so like I kind of fell away from it for that because it's even if you have the best strategy built, it's still
we're back to the Yu-Gi-Oh problem.
Exactly.
The physical card game Yu-Gi-Oh problem of he who pays the most wins.
Exactly.
But that's kind of true of all of these in a weird sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most of the economics of this is built around whales. Like, one of the reasons the industry's never going to change is because people like me who don't play these games don't affect their bottom line at all. Right? They're never going to lose interest in the people that will give them all the money, all the whales.
Yeah.
People who have that gambling addictive personality who need to win, like all the lawyers I know who play Clash of Clans, all the A-type personalities that need to be good at Clash of Clans because sports, they're the kind of people that are going to dump hundreds, if not thousands of dollars into these games. Whereas I'm not going to dump hardly any money. Actually, the one that I think really soured me against all this was The Sims. They released The Sims. I can't remember what they called it. Just Sims Living Out Loud or something like that.
Okay.
And it was basically The Sims 3, like the whole engine seemingly from The Sims 3 on iOS. It was really cool. But then it was just full of like, it was The Sims, but things you would do in The Sims you couldn't do because of timing bars and all this kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
And it was like...
That's really funny that those two...
Yeah.
Oh, that's Kofi Kingston. Never mind. Sorry, looking at wrestling. Thanks. So,
you're not playing an opponent, right? Or is this another
no,
person?
I'm actually playing another person. So this is another person making decisions in real time.
Now, the only decision I see you're making is you're choosing which ones go in, right?
Correct, yes.
But you've leveled them up and toughened them up. And...
Exactly. So, like, I can augment their stuff a little bit. So, like, when I toss... I should have picked the... There's so, like, he put a card in there to take down my stuff.
Oh, okay. So, like, buff debuffs?
Exactly, yeah. You can do some stuff like that with it as well. Oh, the person probably hits us because we're watching the animation.
So?
Yep.
It's part of the game.
It's Triple H, she's the game.
Not that these are all that interesting. I understand why you get frustrated, but I'm kind of like, but this is kind of the game? Yeah, but it gets really annoying. Can we just put numbers in front of you and you'll be happy?
That's pretty much what it is.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's not
well, that's why this sort of like, I guess the weird noble version of this, which is equally corrupt but doesn't charge you as much money as the phenomenon of clickers. I played a clicker for, I don't know, 6 months or so. When the Apple Watch was new, there weren't very many games for it.
Yeah.
So there's one, I think it's called Rune Blade.
Okay.
And I played it, and I didn't really know what clickers were at the time. And then I just realized that the numbers were always going to go up, and I was always going to be asked to do more and more. And they kept wanting me to, I think most games call it prestiging, where you sacrifice your current character for the opportunity to get a character next that will level faster.
Yeah.
And I was like, after the third time I did that, I'm like, no, I wanted to build my character. I don't want to keep getting rid of all this stuff.
Now, the only reason why like this game was fun for a bit is they do have, so like every month they have like an event that goes on, and one of them they had one where you had a tic-tac-toe board, like 9 areas, and you would actually strategically place them.
Yeah.
And based on so if you look at the cards here, I'll go in there. So if you notice how they have like the little, like Ryback has the little arrow pointing downwards.
Yeah.
That's the direction he would attack.
Oh, okay.
So there's a little bit of strategy involved.
Oh,
in
almost
something
like
that.
Almost got a little bit of
Kind of like
Triple Triad or
I think
Masters.
Or Eye of Judgment.
Eye of Judgment, yeah.
If you remember that. We'll do a Royal Rumble here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry for being so salty this week. It's just It really does come down to, I am so adversarial to these games. They rub me the wrong way so much that it just surprises me how popular they are. Like, I'm genuinely flabbergasted by that. But then again, I never understood MMORPGs for the exact same reason.
Maybe a grind. I'll get some plans for you.
Well, that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing is, like, the grind is only worthwhile to me if it equals somewhere. And in traditional RPGs, it's the story. The story will advance if I deal with it, right? In something like this, or like clickers, the goal is to make the numbers go up for the sake of making the numbers go up. At least in something like this, there's enough IP around it. I kind of understand trying to collect, like, the trading card game aspect of this in a weird way, but that also must be really frustrating if you feel like favorite wrestler is useless.
Well, so this does the same thing that you didn't like about the other games. Is there are multiple versions of characters. So
See, the reason that bothers me is because let's say I like Ryback here, right?
Yeah.
That means that if I get a Ryback card, I really may have gotten the wrong Ryback card and I can't use my favorite character unless I get the right version of him. Or if I leveled him all the way up, I'm going to be punished later if I get a better version of him that is above what I leveled up. Like a better cap to that character.
Yeah, this one's not as bad about leveling them up that way.
Oh, okay.
It's not as bad with that, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I mean, what was I gonna say? There's like great examples like Pokemon. I love Pokemon. But like there are certain Pokemon like I like Farfetch'd. It's really hard to make Farfetch'd useful on a team.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes me sad.
Well, this guy one that's gonna be stronger than me. We're in trouble.
I find it delightful that the cards fight. It's so goofy.
Yeah, we're gonna be in trouble here for a little bit.
No, I'm confused by the fact it's a Royal Rumble, but it just looks like it's like tag match, like
yeah,
just sending new tag members.
Yeah, so what's happening is I'm choosing characters to go against him, and you can see how his stats are starting to drain a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like his stamina draining. But what he's doing is he's choosing what stat we're fighting with because he controls the ring.
Oh, okay.
So if you control the ring, you can control what stats you're fighting.
Hence why he can kind of try to keep himself
Yeah, exactly.
by giving himself advantages.
The thing is, right now, he is an extremely powerful character in there that I probably won't be able to beat, actually, for all intents and purposes here. Sorry, I kind of spread that one a little bit.
That's fine. Do you?
So one more here, and then we'll try to give Roman Reigns a shot. And if Roman Reigns can't take him out, we're done. We can't beat him. Actually, I think we might get a win here.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, so like,
As long as he doesn't have a whole bunch of other cards like that.
well, here's the thing, though. If I knock him out of the ring, now I get control. So I can control what things hit, what things don't. So now, all I have to do is avoid toughness, essentially, and I'll be okay. As long as he doesn't, yeah, like you said, as long as he doesn't have another blue card in there, which,
Is that what that is?
no, that was
Frames?
The frames have like different rarities. So that's how you can tell when something's gonna be really rare and really powerful based on the frame.
Yeah. You will believe. Whoa. Why did you want cards to die there?
Because I used that card to choose the attribute that we're fighting in the ring as.
Oh, you're still expending something to do. Okay.
Exactly, yeah.
You're trying to be careful what you choose, because if it reverses, you'll have to go back to putting
out
stars in the ring.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And the other thing too is whoever holds the ring at the end gets like an extra bonus. So like you want to be a little careful that way as well. So,
how many rounds do you go? 30?
No. So like I just sacrificed another one here. We only have 2 cards left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Strong redux.
Yep. See if this works or not. I'm most tempted to get beaten. That way, like I can take the ring with a stronger character there at the end. But it's not gonna happen. I have a really bad feeling he has an ultra strong card left in the wings here.
Charisma.
It's got a triple red part. 200 something. Yeah, he did it. So he waited until the end, so he could take the ring at the end
Okay.
and beat me there.
Did you say you wanted to lose? No, you want to lose in the second to last round.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he beat me 7-6, which is a really close match.
Cool.
And you get to choose some cards as always. Sigler. Curtis Axel. Swagger. Sorry. So, I know this has been agonizing for you.
No, it's been fine. I have nothing else to say. It's been a long week.
So yeah, I mean, this is a nice little game. If you're a wrestling fan, if you're looking for something simple to kind of do, to waste 10 minutes a day on.
This will devour that time.
Yeah, this will devour that time. It's kind of fun. Like I said, go check it out. Like I said, don't take my opinion on
These
it.
are
Definitely
all
try them first. See if you like them. I mean, that's the big thing you always want to do. Don't spend a ton of money into them.
Yeah, I'm Mac,
I'm Kaz.
and these are all crappy games.
Oh, they're not crappy games.
No, I mean crappy is in like that's where you play them mostly.
I'm gonna body slam you through the table.
When you poop, you play memorable games.
I'm gonna hit you with the big boots,
Think about how much money has been spent on a toilet for these games.
and I'm gonna drop the leg on you,
The crap.
and then I'm gonna flex in the middle of the ring, and
Is that a move?
And call out to my Hulkamaniacs. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, as long as I shatter your back while you do that, that's fine.
That's fine. I still win though, and I
How
still
did
call
that-
out, and I still hold the
he
title
almost
up.
died from that, didn't
I still hold the title up.
he? Which is really impressive considering how much of his body was ripped apart at that point.
Yeah, well, he tore. Was it a quad or he tore some muscle whenever he picked up Giant. When he picked up Andre.
I'm just saying when you rip certain muscles, they make that window shade sound like flap, 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 as they just recede in your body. And someone has to stretch them back out. Bodies are gross.
Yeah, and sometimes you can see it, like when Triple H did his.
no,
you could
no,
see
don't.
it ribbing up his leg. It was really, it was bad.
That's like that one time we watched. I think it was a 30 for 30 or whatever on ESPN where the guys won. Like you saw his shin do a slide tackle and his shin like bent at a 45-degree angle the wrong way.
Yeah. I'll show you Psycho Sid online. He did that same thing.
No, I'm good.
And he's laying on his back and his legs like all flopping around and like horrible.
Oh
yeah.
God. Oh.